Morning, and welcome to all with us today at Unity Spiritual Center on this glorious spring day. Our guest musician is Greg Shupe, and Greg was gracious enough to provide the music today on very short notice. Now we have a gathering song, Great Day to Be Alive by Patricia Bahi and Betty Lawrence.
This is one of my favorite songs from Patricia. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive. Got up on the bright side, nothing's gonna bring me down today. And talking to the mirror, say I gotta get out of my own way. On the edge of the beginning, it's the start of something new. I can see the silver lining, and it's coming into view. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive. Feeling good and loving life. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive. I'm not gonna let no imperfections get me down. I'm not gonna Photoshop or filter any of me out. 'Cause I'm happy in my skin, just being me, myself and I opened up my eyes to see that I am who I am, and it's more than alright. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive. Feeling good and loving life. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive. Life too short to dwell on yesterday, and I could never change it anyway. So I'll live like there's no tomorrow, 'cause we really only have today. Yeah, it's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive.
And now Greg will bring us another song, You Will Do Amazing Things.
Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take. Bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, live your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing. places you will go, and the people you will know. Don't worry when or why or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what each day brings. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. We will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. We will do amazing things. You don't need to work it out. Just stay in the here and now, and let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when we're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing. I will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. I will do amazing things. We will do amazing things. You will do amazing things.
Love it all. Did you hear me? Good. I see lots of this. Yes. Love it all. And when we say love it all, that means love it all. And that means, and I won't get into all of this today, but holding the paradox of good, of bad, of yes, of no. We live with paradox. That is separate than duality. And that's why we'll leave that for another time. But when I am saying to you, love it all, it is in fact what we teach from a premier point of view. Love it all. That means all beings, sentient beings, human beings, all of it. And so when we are loving all of it, we are walking through life, and life can get, I'll start with complicated. Then I'll maybe go to challenging. And then maybe I'll do as a friend I have says, all hell breaks loose. Okay? So we can take wherever we are on the continuum, and we learn to walk with it. And what is walking? Some people will say, well, it's kind of balancing, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly, so to speak. Well, no, not quite. Because when we're coming at our spirituality, when we're working our spirituality, that means God or spirit or whoever you have a name for that, universal mind, the God of your being, is number one. And some of you will automatically say, oh, there's no numbering with God. Right. We're all one. We all are in alignment on most days. I'll say that because we are amazing when we're amazing with spirit, with the universal spirituality that we all have and we all demonstrate. So, with that little introduction, I love that song. We can do amazing things because we are amazing beings. We have the divinity within us. And what we do or do not do in how we demonstrate that divinity. In other words, we don't get rid of the divinity is within us, it's in the demonstration. where we have our spiritual work to do. And that is what the time of Lent is all about. Lent is a time within Christendom, and actually, there are other mainstream religions who will also have a time of Lent when the word preparation has been used. However, we're going to expand that this morning. It's not just preparation. When we prepare for something, we are usually not in our hearts, we're in our heads. Okay. And that means a list. I'm going to prepare. Okay. I got to buy my supplies. I got to go to Giant or wherever I'm going and amass them. And then I got to get the recipe out and then I got to bake it and then eat it. Well, maybe so for the cake, maybe not so for us. Because what we're doing here in this journey of Lent, which begins with Ash Wednesday, I'll give you some of the logistics. Some of you know this, and some of you will say, oh, not Lent again. Okay, we got the whole spectrum here. Remember, I talked about paradoxes and holding one with the other? Well, people have opinions that also run that paradox scale. And Lent is a time when I believe we have an opportunity to really expand who we are and where we're going in our spiritual work, which frankly is better for all of us individually and all of us collectively and our world, most especially right now. It is a journey of transformation, Lent to Easter. And some of you may be saying, gosh, Easter, that's like daylight savings time. Easter's not coming. It can't be Easter yet. We got all this Lent to get through. We do, but Easter's coming. And here's the thing that I would like you to take with you today. Easter represents a resurrection consciousness. That means the uplifting, the amazing part of you and me, of us all, moving forward in uplifted consciousness. It is a journey of transformation and a journey of resurrection that we cite in a time-wise from Lent. Ash Wednesday begins it, and then we work through until Easter. The entire time is resurrection. We may talk about, and I certainly will, when Easter comes and Good Friday and Holy Week, and we kind of button down all those linear times, but we never really understand that resurrection happens every moment. You have a resurrection all the time. You just don't understand that that's what you're doing. We talk a little bit about this with Epiphany last time I was here. When you have an epiphany, it's a whole new way of thinking and being. It's a dramatic, and for some people can be traumatic, moment in time when who you are and how you think of yourself changes in a nanosecond. With a resurrection, there is a pattern of resurrection that walks all the way through Lent. And what I'd like to do this morning is just make us aware of that. We think that it's one and done. You got one resurrection, it happened to Jesus, and it happens on Easter, all finished. No, we have just begun. It is not over with the resurrection. And here's the part that I didn't giggle at the other day. It was bittersweet. I was running through YouTube and I heard a woman. I was in the I'll call it religious sections, but it wasn't really. Anyway, and she kept saying again and again and again. And I thought, oh, stop. Who is this woman? I have to figure out what's with the again thing. She was the minister of the church on Hennepin Avenue in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And her talk was on, I think it was March 1st. She was talking about resurrection and how resurrection happens again and again and again. And she kept on saying again. And she was speaking to the people of her church, which was a major church, is still a major church, in the unfortunate and the ugly and the horrific interactions that happened in her city on her street with her community primarily involved. She was talking about how not just the season of Lent has to do with resurrection. Life is resurrection. This is a journey of resurrection that we are all on. And it happens again and again and again. And that's something that I think is very important to us. And what does that mean? You all have maybe, I know you've gotten probably the booklet for Lent. If you haven't, I would recommend it to you from Unity, published by Unity. And Unity took apart this resurrection journey, which could also be called a transformation journey. And it has parts of it that begin with thinking about life in your life as being a new life and using this time, this place of Lent, this resurrection journey to bring forth through the various powers that you have. This one they chose was imagination, the divinity in you in a greater, stronger way. Jesus said, you, that would be you and me, can do greater things than I. Greater things, not more things, greater things. And that's what this time of resurrection is all about. It's taking apart those times in our own lives, daily lives, where we reflect, we pray, and we move through this time, not just of Lent, but of resurrection on a daily basis, where we change our thinking and our very way of being as a result of our thinking. And I'm going to put this one in, our feelings. We don't often acknowledge our feelings, or keeping to the paradox, we put our feelings before our thinking. Some of us are feelers, some of us are thinkers, and we are all both. And very often we don't recognize or we diminish the part of us that we really are not good at. Okay? So let's take the thinkers and the feelers. The thinkers think they've got a lock on intelligence. Okay? I'm going to just throw it out there. And the feelers think they got a lock on love. So what do you do with that? Okay? Some people marry it. Some people make their best friend the opposite of who they are and what they are. And the idea here with this time of reflection, this time of transformation that we're all going to have every single day, is a way for us to reframe and to release old ways of being and old ways of thinking. Specifically, I'll say today about maybe people in our lives. Take our family for starters. That's always a good place to start. Or a very good friend. Or you can take a habit that you have that you've been doing all your life. And I have a friend who says, and it has served me well. Really, we are all so bloomin' tired of how it serves you well because it doesn't serve anybody else but you. I'm going to ask you right now to do what I call reframing, and I've used it for years, but it's in the booklet. You'll find it. So just walk with me here, and you can be silent in your walk. When we reframe something, it's obvious what the word means. You reframe something. So right now, right in this very moment, when some of you may be saying, is this part of the talk? Yeah, it's part of the talk. I'd like you to choose just right now out of your heart. Don't put it in your mind, out of your heart. One habit or one person that you would like to reframe, redo in your life. It can be something very simple. You know, I don't like the way I tie my shoes. Or I don't like the fact that I get pushed into a certain way of doing things. It's got to be every Tuesday and it's got to be, 9 to 5. Or I don't like the way this person has a habit that has annoyed me for years. It's not earth shaking, but boy, does it keep me busy thinking about what I don't like about that person. Or how about a habit or a belief that you've had for years that if anybody challenged you, you would say, I got the goods. I know what's really going on. Take that, whatever it is, you've made your choice. You can't go back now. Don't be writing 2 or 3. Get one. Okay, let's just make this short and to the point. And this is how I'd like you to reframe it. And it's really pretty simple. I didn't write down those words. Pay attention to the story your story that you're building around the habit, okay? Or the person or the belief. What's your story about it? It's a good thing. It helps the world. I'm the best at it than anybody on my block. Okay, what's your story? Are you willing to do a different story? Are you willing to look at it a different way? Just willing. You hear the word willing? Nobody's pressing anybody to change anything. Are you willing? Some of you may say yes. And some of you may say, no, this is ridiculous. I'm not doing this. Okay, keep that paradox. Boy, does that float around all the time. Are you willing to see it in the way and the eyes of the Christ? Oh, doesn't that kick it up a notch? No, I don't want to do that. I just want to see it in, Sandy to John or Sandy to Kathy or Sandy to whomever. How about in your Christ? Are you seeing it with the eyes of a Christ? That means your divinity, folks, in case we hadn't gotten that far. If your answer is yes, then you're ready to reframe something in your life. And what do you need to do that? And I say need with quotes. In this booklet, Unity has said you need the power of imagination. It just won't come to you. Okay, I'm going to reframe. You have to work at it. It's spiritual work. And for this present time, this journey, this pattern of resurrection that we're going through in 2026, it's imagination. And some of you, and I know because I've been myself there, imagination. Are you kidding? That's for kids. Have you not heard that? Imagination. And then there's the people across the room that say, imagination is sacred. It's a power. And those that use their imagination have another level of consciousness that they walk around in and know about that I have kind of put over here because I thought it was childish, or I never use it, or I don't know how to use it. So I'm going to say to you, that's it. Well, there's no more. There's no more to this exercise other than you now have imagination as a power that you've been asked to recognize in changing how you think about a habit, about another person, so that you can discover a new way of being in the world. It's really simple, and yet it takes work. It takes observation. So one other thing it takes release. How often have you been asked to release something, or how often have you been guided by spirit to release something? I know many times in my life, control has been a big issue. Go figure. I know I'm not alone. Lots of us like to keep control over who we are, how we demonstrate in life, where we come from, and what we say. Good. You just wrap that control just like this and hold it really tight. Or you can say to yourself, I'm going to release that a little. I'm going to give that to God. I'm going to let that go. And I'm going to praise. Stay with me now. You can't just let it go because the universe won't tolerate that. The universe will fill it up with whatever comes your way through imagination. What are you going to do if you don't control everything? Your kids, your husband, your life. When you go to the grocery store, you're going to let some of that go if you can't do all of it? What are you going to let go? And what are you going to demonstrate in its place, as opposed to willy-nilly walking down the road and letting life fill it up for you? You have power. And that's the other thing that this pattern of resurrection is all about. Jesus walked with a power during Holy Week that was bar none. He had people all around him, so the story goes, just delighted, elated. And Jesus knew exactly what was ahead of him. He knew exactly. And he chose to fill up the worry, the doubt, the fear. And if you think Jesus didn't have worry, doubt, and fear, think again. But he chose through prayer. Sound familiar? Of affirmations and denials, of saying, I will not control, I cannot control this situation. I am going to demonstrate through my creativity a new way of seeing through the Christ eyes that I have of what is good in life. And what did Jesus represent? Love. There are a variety of ways we can look at various examples in our lives. I'm going to give you just two. One is when we're fearful. We go into a protect mode or a hide mode, and it's much like control, except very often we don't have control over fear. The fear has us, and it is mind numbing and body stilling. You just stop when you're full of fear. And so, what next? We reframe that fear. And fear is a big one. It's a big one because it's in our lives all the time in a variety of ways. It can be something small. Oh gosh, I ran over that nail. It's going to puncture my tire. Oh dear, what will so and so say about that? And fear comes up. And you may not see the fear, but that person feels and sees the fear. You see, you have to be individualized in what it is you're going to consider in this journey of resurrection called Lent to Easter. And then don't forget, again and again and again. That's your spiritual work. Lest you think you don't have any spiritual work and you think you just might kind of read about it or attend a workshop or listen to some minister on a Sunday. You know, that'll get you by on your spiritual work. No, you know that, or you wouldn't be sitting here. So this journey has many, many examples that we can do our work on. The other one is abundance and scarcity. If you walk around thinking you don't have enough, you won't have enough. You think somebody's just going to dream it to you? You're going to work your imagination, at least this time, in this particular time of Lent, which is a very strong power, of how am I going to pray, and listen to spirit. I did not say, how am I going to make a list? Who am I going to contact? Where am I going to get the quote money from, or the relationship, or the good? How am I going to be still and know and listen to spirit? That's where all your answers are. Now, some of you will take that and say, not so sure about that. And that's good. You know why? Because you're going to work on it. You might not believe it, and then we fall into that crack of trust. If you don't trust, where's the faith? It goes round and round. Other examples are judgment. When we're judging, we're not on the necessary part of the road where the possibilities are limitless, because we have taken one possibility and put it in a box. It's called limited thinking. Every time we put someone or some challenge in a box, this is the only way out of this I see, we have said, boom, door closed, lights off. That's all she wrote. There's nothing more I can do. God help me. What? Yes. God help you. Go to prayer. Go and listen. You don't need to be speaking. You don't need to put it out there what the big problem is. Listen. Very often in prayer, and I'll say this, and I'm a minister and I pray all the time, but sometimes I get real busy telling God all about my problem. And there is a big voice that's getting bigger and bigger in my life, believe it or not, that says, be still and know. Be still and know. And it is from that release, that understanding, even if I don't get, quote, my perfect answer right then and right there, I have a faith that brings me to prayer and says, be still and know. And know. And then I say to you, I rise. I rise. I might be in a crack. I might not be feeling well, but from that, prayer work. That is where the resurrection comes in. We rise and we do it again and again. And that's what the minister at Hennepin Avenue in Minneapolis, Minnesota was saying to folks. If you think you got it, great. You got all the steps, terrific. You're even listening. Guess what? It's going to be again and again and again. And we're going to have the opportunity to know it and deepen our relationship with God and know there is unlimited possibilities when we rise, when we know we are in a different state of consciousness. So that is the beginning. You have it now. You have the quote formula of what do I do? Where do I go? Go to God, and go to God first. Oh, by the way, not second, first. Did we not start this with some numbering? I believe that I did. One, only one, all one, in alignment. I am, I rise. And so with that, and knowing that there is spiritual work, spiritual appreciation, uplifting, and unlimited possibilities in each and all of us, put that in your prayer as we move forward right now. I'm going to ask you to simply be, whatever that looks like as we move into meditation. Thank you, sweet spirit. Always thank you. In deep, abiding gratitude, we affirm here and now, we are the light of the world. Everywhere we go, we lovingly shine our light of peace, joy, and power. And we say, I am the light of God. I declare that, I affirm that. And as I rise, as my consciousness deepens, expands, is limitless, that is a light that is shined from me, through me, and to the sharing of that light with my world. The people in my world, the world in all of its beauty and in all of its horror. The light is there. It may seem diminished, but I rise. I am the light. I know that. I affirm that. And when I have doubt, I exercise my fear through my faith. The doubt is exchanged, is transformed, and my faith is all I know. And it is in that faith my light shines ever brighter. My heart is lightened because I am one with Spirit. I am the light of the infinite, not just my world, the infinite, and the possibilities that exist in the infinite. I light up every room I step into. I light up every thought that I think, every feeling that I hold and expand and express. When I am in my spiritual infinity, I have a physical experience that lives from the inside out, and it expands accordingly. I am the living, breathing expression of Spirit. I live my life from the inner strength, the inner imagination that moves and has its being in me. I am the eternal spark of the divine. I glow with infinite possibilities. I am transformed. I am transported in all I do. I am the light and the love of God. And so it is. Amen.
This is a song called Expect the Best by Richard McNeesey and Harold Payne. The song has a lot more do-do-dos in it as well, partly because they're just fun to sing, but also to remember the operative word, which is do. Not think, but do. I open my eyes, greet the new day, take a deep breath, kneel down and pray. Then I give thanks, look in the mirror, and a friend looks back at me. A smile lights up my face, and I know that I am blessed, 'cause I expect the best. I expect the best. I know I'm loved right where I stand. I know I'm enough just as I am. All that I want, all I desire is now waiting here for me. The universe conspires to ensure my happiness, so I expect the best. I expect the best. I expect the best from every passing moment, every single day. I'm loving my life, living my dreams, losing my fears. I'm spreading my wings, feeling alive, anticipating what the future holds for me. And I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next, 'cause I expect the best. I expect the best. Expect the best. Expect the best.
Well, that was, again, a great message. Reverend Sandy, thank you very much for that. Thank you, Greg. Again, your selection of music, wonderful.